The kingdom of God, the rule and the reign of God is here now. And God has authority and power now. They were amazed. And that might be part of our response. We might be amazed at when the mystery of God touches our lives and the transcendent divinity, holy divineness of God touches our little lives. And we realize that God is running around the world. God is loose in the world. And God can touch us without us giving permission. God can enter into our lives, and mystery can touch our life. And we would have to go away like those people in the gospel with an awareness that we are living in a world that has far more mystery in it than I realized. And they went away living in a larger world that wasn't just about the everyday, but now was the everyday plus the mystery of God and how it can touch our lives. And they went away living in a larger world. But then we could also respond by not really caring what so much happened in the hearts of people, but we could respond by saying, well, I'm interested in how God came into the history of those people, and that history is still going on, and it has touched me. Because Jesus lived about 50 generations ago, give or take. And that means that Jesus is not just some historical figure that we read about. Isn't that lovely? It means that Jesus is our ancestor in the faith. 50 generations ago, Jesus changed the lives of some people, who changed the lives of some people, who touched the hearts of some people, who touched the hearts of some people. And it has come down to changing the hearts of us. That's why we're here. The only reason we're sitting here is because there's a chain that goes back 50 generations, and our ancestors in the faith are connected to us, and Jesus is an ancestor. He's our ancestor in the history of our faith. And so we might respond to this story and say, that story is, the effect of that story has come down 50 generations and it has touched my heart and our hearts. And now we have to ask, because those people, when they heard that story, our early Christian ancestors, they were facing the possibility of martyrdom and death in a Roman arena. And they knew, our Christian ancestors, all along that story of those 50 generations, they've known what it implies for Jesus to say, I have authority. There's a new teaching that has come into the world, and it has authority over. They knew that what that meant was that saying Jesus is Lord is not saying Caesar is Lord, because that's the only thing you could say in those days, Caesar is Lord. And now they said, no, Jesus is Lord. And all through history, our Christian ancestors have insisted that only Jesus is Lord. Nobody else, nothing else. Only Jesus has all power in heaven and earth. So they might respond to it as a story that has come down with a kind of pride in our ancestor Jesus and our Christian ancestors who have passed that story on to us. And it means that we will have to get stronger, maybe. We'll have to become better disciples at this incredible struggle that has entered into human history and we're part of. But there's also maybe a third way that we could respond to this story this morning. We could say, I'm not so interested in how Jesus came into people's hearts there and how that still comes down and touches my history. What I'm more interested in is, this is my story. I'm fighting evil spirits. I'm fighting the demons of my life. And I need to surrender to the ultimate authority of Jesus Christ so that he can set me free. I've got struggles in my life, and I need the mystery of God to touch my own small little life and to set me free and to set my life more free. And I need to depend upon Jesus Christ more to help me in the struggles with the demons of my own life. So there's lots of ways that we could respond to this incredible story of Jesus exercising ultimate authority and people recognizing, oh, there is a whole new thing that has entered into history now. Nothing can be the same again. There's lots of ways to respond to it, but we know this for sure about the kingdom of God, the rule and the reign of God that is at hand, that is nearby, and that is not in the future for us, but is right here and right now. We know one thing about that. That when we are obedient to Christ and to the movements of his Spirit within us that move us to love and to pursue the truth and to reach for goodness, we know that right there, the kingdom of God just grew. When we are obedient to that authority of Christ. It's invisible. Nobody can see it. Nobody can hear it. But it grows all around us whenever we respond in our hearts to the movements of God, to the teachings of Jesus. And we know also that when we are disobedient, the kingdom of God around us shrinks. It's invisible and nobody can see it, but the rule and the reign of God just got smaller around us because we could not respond to God and to the authority and the power and the teachings of God. And so the kingdom of God is this wonderful mystery that asks us all of the time. It poses the question to us from the heart of Jesus, what are we going to do here and now that will be obedient to the ways and the words of Jesus Christ with an upright life of integrity and love? What are we going to do that is going to cause the kingdom of God to silently grow right around us? I'd like to invite Madeline Cradgen to please come forward now as our representative student on this Catholic Schools Week, and read to us a meditation that she has put together.
The road to success isn't easy, but it is always worth it. In my years at St. Patrick's School, I have learned that success doesn't come immediately. You have to work for it, and if you don't try, you'll never know if you could have succeeded. St. Pat's has taught me what it means to be successful. Success doesn't mean you have to be top of the class. Success can be measured in the way you show kindness and respect to others, make people happy, and help others in need. Sometimes, when people think of being successful, they think of being a millionaire who has everything, or a movie star who is world famous. Success comes in many different forms, like sports, academics, or having a wonderful personality. At St. Patrick's, I have realized that being successful means that you do make mistakes, but you use those mistakes to grow stronger. I have been blessed with many role models who have shown me what it is to be successful. My parents have supported me throughout my life, teaching me how to learn from my experiences and use this learning to become successful. My friends have shown me kindness and respect and how to be successful in treating others the same way. My teachers are always willing to help me become successful. They take extra time to help me and other students better understand the material, which shows that teachers are always willing to help students become successful. When I was in 5th grade, I started taking the advanced math class. At first, I had trouble keeping up with the homework and understanding the material. After I did badly on one of my tests, my teacher talked to me and helped me get into the swing of things. From this experience, I learned that success doesn't happen overnight, and I learned not to get discouraged. I've learned that success comes from hard work and dedication. Working hard and believing in yourself pays off because you can accomplish almost anything. My teachers and friends at school have taught me to believe in myself and learn through my mistakes, which continues to allow me to grow and succeed. Throughout my experiences at St. Pat's, I have learned how lucky I am to attend this wonderful school. I have amazing teachers who teach me to be my best self. I have learned important lessons about success from my peers. I have become successful here because of the support I have from my friends, family, and teachers. I am grateful for these experiences because I know how to improve upon my mistakes and keep going because of my successes.
Thank you, Madeline. Did you notice it? Did you see it? It was invisible, but it happened. Did you notice it? The kingdom of God grew right around that pulpit.